Ba-bum! Hello, I'm Julian Northbrook from doingenglish.com, and this is gonna be a bit of a rant. It's that time once again where, yes, me, Dr. Julian Northbrook, spouts his mouth off. What are we spouting our mouths off about this time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Well, of course, it's the new year, innit? You've probably heard me say this before, but I love this time of year. For me, January, and certainly the first week or two of January, is a great time because it's when I basically go through everything I've done in the previous year. I evaluate, I assess, I go through all of our accounts, and I look at everything that I've done and what's worked and what hasn't, and then I tweak and change and make plans for the next 12 months. And it's an incredibly exciting period in my year, consistently every year. But at the same time, as much as I do love this time of year, you know what, I also hate it. Or rather, what I should actually say is I hate other people's attitude towards the new year. Yes, the new year, new you bullshit, and it is bullshit. It's total bollocks. It really is. You hear people say like, this is gonna be my year. This year I'm gonna do something great. This year will be different. And the thing is though, is the people who said that, they said the exact same thing last year. And probably the year before that. And you know what? They're gonna say the same thing next year as well. Because people who talk and act and think like this, yes, they're excited right now, right at this particular moment in time, but give it another day, 2 days, 3 days, that excitement, that's going to fizzle out. It's going to disappear, and they'll slip back into old habits, old behaviors, and they'll be doing exactly the same things as they've always done in no time at all. And you know, this year it's even worse. It's like people think that just because 2020 is now gone, this arbitrary date of change, change of date is what I was trying to say there. You got me, I'm sure you did. It's like they think that some kind of magic has occurred. And just because the date is changed, like suddenly all the bullshit, all the shit from the last year is now suddenly going to dissipate, disappear like a fart in the wind. Well, I got news for you. It don't work like that. It ain't. This pandemic, ain't going away anytime soon, unfortunately. And in fact, in many ways, it's probably getting even worse. Personally, I've already, just 2 days into the new year, had to massively change my plans. I am supposed to fly to Taipei in a couple of weeks to spend some time there running some courses and some workshops and some cool stuff with my BFF, Mai Lin from the school Leads Mai. I was supposed to go there on a business visa. That was tricky already because of COVID reasons, and now with this new strain and even further tightening of entry restrictions and all of that exciting stuff, well, those plans are now gone. It ain't gonna happen. Perhaps later in the year, but right now, what I plan to do, it's just not gonna work. So here I am, sitting in Denmark, now wondering what the fuck I'm gonna do over the next couple of months. Because, once again, yes, COVID has thrown a spanner in the works. Thanks for that, COVID. That was sarcasm for those of you who aren't very good at picking up and reading on that. And for me at least, this is an inconvenience. It's not great, but it's nothing more than an inconvenience because I'm totally flexible and you know what, I'll recover fast. It doesn't really make that much difference to me. For many people, the last 12 months has been a shit show and they found themselves in really quite shitty situations. And one of the things that I talked about a lot in a members event, so a lot of you guys here on YouTube probably, or Instagram depending on where you're watching this, or Facebook because I post it everywhere. A lot of you guys have probably never heard of this event, but I just ran a 3-day event called Kicking Ass in 2021, or KA 2021 for short. That was really just all about starting the new year with a bang, in the right kind of way, not the new year, new you bollocks. But one of the things I talked about a lot in there is really this idea that, a job really, for life, it doesn't really exist. And I don't think it has done for a long, long time. People say to me, oh, Julian, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner. don't you, feel unsafe with that, with things changing from month to month? And actually, no, I don't, because I have been in the situation where I was employed in a company in Japan, and that really was going horribly, horribly wrong. And I saw the point where I ain't gonna get paid a salary unless I take some kind of fairly drastic action and fix this situation myself. So no, but I mean, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get much, much worse. I mean, right now, entire companies are going down, and as they do, they're taking all of their employees with them. This is not unique to the pandemic, and certainly when I first went to Japan, I actually arrived at the same time as the big English school Nova went bankrupt, spewing like a ridiculous number. I mean, we're talking I think it was 100,000 English teachers out into unemployment, many of whom hadn't been paid in months. So it's not new to the pandemic, but it's certainly worse now. But, companies are going down, people are losing their jobs. Not only that, but companies are losing money because of the pandemic, and therefore they're making cuts wherever they can. People are losing their jobs. And it's not going to end with the pandemic either, because a lot of companies right now are realizing, shit, we actually didn't need all of this office space that we've been paying crazy amounts of money for all this time. Suddenly people are working from home and they're actually doing really well with it. Do we really need to go back to how we used to be working? And they're realizing, actually, we didn't need anywhere near as many employees as we had. A lot of these people were superfluous. We can just get rid of them now. So don't think that this stuff is going to end anytime soon. And if it's not going to end anytime soon, well, what that really tells you is you've got to do something about it. It doesn't matter whether you're employed in a company or if you own it. You've got to ask yourself, what have I done to make myself indispensable in my workplace? Again, whether you are the business owner or whether you're employed, it don't make a difference. What have I done to make myself indispensable? What have I done to make myself irreplaceable? What have I done to protect my income? These things aren't arbitrary. They're not optional. They never really were, in my opinion. And for me personally, over the last 12 months, I have worked really, really hard, putting systems in place to protect me and to protect the beneficiaries of my company. That is, the people I employ, the people who have salaries from what I do. Because, hey, guys, contrary to popular opinion, this is a real business. Yes, I actually have employees and I pay salaries and all that stuff. I ain't just sitting by myself kind of just tapping this stuff out. It's a proper company. But whatever, I digress. But the result of all of this is that, over the last 12 months, far from ending up in a shitty situation, I've come out of the whole thing stronger than ever. Honestly, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but putting the virus and the people who've got sick and the people who have suffered and of course the people who have died aside, which is sad. Sorry, there ain't that much I can do about it. That's all sad. But putting that aside, I've had a fucking amazing year. I have accomplished so much over the last 12 months. My life has gone from being pretty damn amazing to being wow. Godlike levels of amazing over the last 12 months. I have accomplished a lot. So for me, instead of cheering and saying goodbye to 2020, claiming this year's gonna be different, this is my year, this is the year I actually do something that matters, I'm saying something quite different. I am saying that I'm gonna make 2021 as good as 2020 was. Because for me, 2020 was an awesome year. Again, the caveat being all of that stuff, the suffering and things aside. I'm talking about me personally here. Look, don't get caught up in the hoorah that is the new year, new you bullshit. Look, unless you change, unless you take action, unless you do something, it ain't gonna change. This shit ain't magic. It's not just gonna suddenly happen because the date has changed. You need to get off your ass and actually do something about it. Whether that is improving your English, finally getting your English done. And if you need my help with that, head over to doingenglish.com/emails is probably the best place to go and sign up for my free daily email tips. Where at 8 a.m. Island time every single day, I'm going to send you a tip, an email packed with tips and good stuff for mastering the English language. And of course, you're also going to get the opportunity to join us in the next run of the Master English Fast Accelerator course embedded within those emails. I'm ranting so much, I cannot talk. I require people now to sign up to my emails first before I even give them a chance to join the course, for the very simple fact that I want people to really know what I'm all about, what I'm doing, and what my attitude is like before they join the course. So anyway, that's doingenglish.com/emails. Whether it's improving your English or whether it is doing something else, starting that business you've finally been thinking of starting, changing your life for the better, acquiring the skills that you need. I don't know what it might be, but now is the time. In fact, actually, no, like months ago, years ago was the time, but the second best time is always now. You're going to see a lot change over the next 12 months in what I'm doing. I've got plans, big plans, and you're going to see changes to the way I do things here on YouTube. And in fact, I've already started to implement some of those. I've got new series on the run, the Walking with Julian series, which I am absolutely loving. I'm really enjoying making those videos. One other thing that you may have noticed is this video has no comments. None of the videos on my channel no longer have any comments. Is that even grammatical? I don't know. I don't care. The videos on my channel don't have comments anymore. Why? Because, well, there's a few reasons. One, I'm sick of the spam. And recently there has been so much spam in the comments on YouTube. I'm sick of the stupid, idiotic, first comment type comments. Like, seriously, who gives a fuck? I am sick of the unasked for opinions from people who I just cannot, be bothered to even pay any attention to. And there's also, kind of contradictory to everything that I've just said, the very real reality that I don't read the comments on my videos. Sometimes I check the comments on the most recent videos, but apart from that, I don't read them, guys. Like, I got better things to do with my time than to pay attention to the comments on YouTube. Sorry if you don't like that, but this is a free service, and I prefer to put all of my time and effort into my paying members. If you want to become one of those, again, head over to doingenglish.com. First of all, sign up to the daily emails. I'm not going to sit here answering questions and reading things and making small talk with random people on YouTube for something that I do for free. Yes, it's to advertise my courses and things, but I'm still not going to do it. If you don't like that, you are more than welcome to unsubscribe. I could not care less about large numbers of subscribers, large numbers of views on my videos, and actually I prefer the opposite. I'd much rather have a small number of subscribers just of the people who really want to watch my videos and really are the right kind of person for me. Same with the views on my videos. I don't need 1 million views, guys. I'd rather have 500 views from 500 perfect people for what I am doing. I am on a mission to change, to change the way you guys learn and improve and use the English language. And that can only work if you're the right kind of person. If you're a sensitive snowflake, easily offended, unsubscribe. I am just ranting and rambling now. Other new things coming. I've got a few bits and pieces planned for doingenglish.com. I'm mainly going to be plugging away at the Accelerator course and the Extraordinary English Speakers group. I've got a few new books that are going to be going on Kindle planned. I'm currently putting together new audio versions of the books that I've got, and those will be available via a new app that is currently in development. And eventually, what we do in MEFA and Extraordinary English Speakers is also going to be transferred over to that app, but that's going to be maybe a year or two in the future. Those of you who are freelance English teachers or language school owners, I've also got something new coming for you soon. In the next month or two, I'm going to be launching a whole new business focused on helping people who are self-employed English teachers or language teachers. It's all kind of really the same thing, or language school owners. Do what you do better, make more money with less hassle, fewer headaches, and really just you know, make waves in the world and have a much larger impact on what you're doing, inspire your students better, and all that good stuff. Right, this is me, Julian Northbrook, signing out from this. What do you even call this video? Verbal diarrhea, perhaps. No, it's not verbal diarrhea, because that means something else. That's just swearing. I guess I swore a lot, didn't I? Let's call it a tornado of a video. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.